What if the very thing that makes Deku a hero is also the thing that might destroy him? Izuku Midoriya has always been praised for one defining trait: selfless bravery. But here's the uncomfortable question: is he brave, or is he self-destructive? Because from the very beginning of My Hero Academia, Deku doesn't just risk himself, he breaks himself. He shatters his bones. He ignores doctors. He isolates from friends. He carries burdens alone. And the story keeps rewarding him for it. So today, we're diving into what I call the self-destruction paradox. Is Deku the ultimate hero, or a cautionary tale in disguise? Let's go back to episode 1, before he had a quirk. Before One for All. Before he had power. Deku runs toward a villain to save Bakugo. Not because he could win, not because he had a plan, but because his body moved before his brain did. All Might calls this heroic instinct. But psychologically, that's impulse-driven self-sacrifice. He had zero chance of survival. That wasn't bravery rooted in strength. It was self-worth rooted in sacrifice. And that matters, because Deku grew up believing he was powerless, worthless, quirkless in a superhuman society. So when he finally gains power, what does he do with it? He destroys himself, proving he deserves it. One for All isn't just a quirk. It's generational expectation. It carries legacy, sacrifice, symbolism. The burden of being the next All Might. And Deku internalizes all of it. Instead of asking, how do I grow sustainably? He asks, how much can I endure? That's the difference between strength and martyrdom. Every broken finger, every shattered arm, every reckless, full cowling experiment. The pattern is clear. Pain equals proof of worth. And the show initially celebrates this. But over time, the tone changes. The world of My Hero Academia glorifies self-sacrifice. All Might smiles through injury. Pro heroes die protecting civilians. Students are trained in life-threatening combat as teenagers. Deku doesn't invent self-destruction. He inherits it. And in many ways, he takes it further than anyone else. Because unlike Bakugo, who values victory, or Todoroki, who seeks identity, Deku defines himself by how much he can endure for others. That's noble, but it's dangerous. Now we hit the turning point, the vigilante arc. Deku leaves UA, pushes away friends, sleeps barely, fights endlessly. He looks less like a hopeful hero, and more like a burnout soldier. This is where the series subtly shifts. His self-destruction stops being inspiring. It becomes disturbing. He smells like blood. His costume deteriorates. He refuses help. This is no longer courage. This is trauma response. He believes distancing himself protects others. But what it really does, it erodes him. Here's where it gets fascinating. Bakugo, once the symbol of toxic aggression, becomes the voice of emotional accountability. He apologizes. He reaches out. He tells Deku, you don't have to carry this alone. The character who once embodied pride recognizes self-destruction faster than Deku does. That reversal is intentional, because bravery without connection becomes isolation, and isolation becomes collapse. So here's the big question. Is My Hero Academia glorifying Deku's self-destruction, or critiquing it? Early arcs reward pain with growth. Later arcs punish isolation with emotional breakdown. That suggests evolution. The narrative matures alongside Deku. It starts by celebrating sacrifice. It ends by questioning sustainability. True heroism may not be how much you can endure. It may be how well you can trust others. So what is the paradox? Deku's bravery saves people, but it slowly erases him. He wins battles, but loses rest, loses health, loses emotional stability. The paradox is this: the trait that makes him worthy of One for All is the same trait that could make him unfit to wield it long term. Because power without preservation is unsustainable. Is Deku brave? Absolutely. But bravery without boundaries becomes self-harm disguised as heroism. The genius of My Hero Academia is that it doesn't give us a simple answer. Instead, it asks us, what kind of hero survives? The one who sacrifices everything, or the one who learns to lean on others? Maybe Deku's final evolution isn't about mastering one for all. Maybe it's about mastering himself. And that might be the hardest battle of all.